and the plain fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. In these lines, the poet R.L. Stevenson continues to say that all the sights that he sees from his carriage window, the hills and the plains, fly past like thick, heavy rain. He says that the train whistles by painted stations, just in the wink of an eye, never to be seen again.
Good morning, student. Yesterday we learned our next poem from a railway carriage. In that poem, the poet is describing the nature, the things which he saw from the railway carriage when he was traveling on a railway. And in the first stanza, the poet tells us about the speed of the railway and what he saw while he was traveling on the railway. In the first stanza, the poet told us that the train is passing, the train is going faster than the ferries and faster than the witches. Here, the meaning of the witches is and magic, a person having a magical power. The poet told us that the train is going faster than the fairies and faster than the witches. And in the next line, he told us that the train is passing by houses, hedges, and ditches. The train is passing by roads, houses, hedges, and ditches. Hedges means small trees, shrubs, and ditches means a long canal along the side of a road or a field. And charging along like troops in a battle, although the meadows, the horses and cattle. And then he describes the horses and cattle which are in the meadows to the charging troops. The means the soldiers which are in the battlefield. And then he compares the horses and cattle in the meadows to the charging troops, means the soldiers in the battlefield. Now we are going to learn the second stanza, and the second stanza is all of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye painted stations whistle by. In these lines, the poet R.L. Stevenson continues to say that he sees from his railway window, from his carriage window, the hills and the plains. When the poet was traveling on the train, he see the sights from his railway window. He sees the hills and the plains fly past like thick heavy rain, and these hills and plains pass like a thick heavy rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye painted stations whistle by. Then again he says that the train whistles by painted stations just in the wink of an eye. The train whistles by painted stations just in a wink of an eye, never to be seen again. And when the train left the station, we are not able to see the train again, means it never to be seen again.
And scrambles, all by himself, and gathering brambles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and there is the green for stringing the daisies. In these lines, the poet tells us that he could see a child clambering and scrambling, meaning climbing with difficulty, and gathering brambles, meaning wild blackberry bushes with thorns. Then there is a tramp, meaning a homeless and jobless person standing and gazing. The poet also mentions the green grass, which children use to string daisies, meaning small flowers with white petals and a yellow center.
In the next line, in the next stanza, here is a child who clambers and scrambers all by himself and gathering bambles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and there is the green for stringing and daisies. In these lines, the poet tells us that he could see a child clambering and scrambling. In these lines, the poet tells us that he could see a child clambering and scrambling, meaning climbing with difficulty. The child is climbing with difficulty for gathering bambles. He was climbing with difficulty for gathering bambles. Bambles means wild blackberry bushes with thorns. He was climbing with difficulty for gathering bambles means blackberry bushes. Blackberries from the blackberry bushes. And in the next line, the poet says that there is a tramp. Tramp means a jobless, homeless person. A person, jobless and homeless person. And in the next line, the poet explains that, says that, and he sees a tramp, means a homeless, jobless person. The person is standing and gazing, means he is standing at one place and gazing the atmosphere. And in the next two lines, and there is the green for stringing the daisies. And in the next line, the poet says that he mentioned the green grass which children used to string daisies. The green grass which children used to daisies, meaning small flowers. The grass has small flowers with petals and yellow center. The grass has flowers with white petals. The petals of the flowers are white and the center of the flower is yellow. And children use that grass to string daisies. Here we finish the next two stanza of our poem and we will learn the next stanza, last stanza in the next period. Today's homework for you is to find the meaning of the hard words and write it 2 times in your notebook. Thank you.